What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, and we're already starting 2020 off with a bang. Now, as some of you probably saw, I made a suicide prevention post on my YouTube, my Facebook, and my Instagram. Now, first up, a lot of people were worried that something had happened to me or someone that I knew, and that wasn't the case. I had just recently happened to watch a documentary called The Bridge, which is about the Golden Gate Bridge suicides, and it just made me think that if I could use my platform to touch at least one person and stop them from doing something like that it was worth a shot. And it was received incredibly well, but not 100%. We did have some idiots trying to call me out because I'm mean to my fans. So I'm just gonna go out on the record here, probably the last time I'll ever discuss this, and explain why that's There are such things as stupid comments, and if you leave a stupid comment, I'll probably answer you like an asshole. Just because you watch my videos or consider yourself a fan doesn't mean that you get a free pass to act like an idiot. I am not an actor. If you guys want an actor, someone who pretends, puts on a show, might I suggest something that might be a little bit more up your alley? I am just me, AJ Good, artist and mask collector. I've never just been a dick to somebody unprovoked. One of two things has to have happened for me to be an asshole. One, dumb question. Let me give you an example. AJ, I'm setting your phone on the table. Where'd you put my phone, AJ? I set it right here on the table. But where's the phone? AJ, your phone's right here on the table. Could you tell me where you put that phone? Pretty stupid, right? Well, there's no difference between that and asking me where I got a mask when the entire video is about where I got the mask. I talk about where I got the mask, and I put the information in the description below, which I also mention in the video. Clearly, if you ask me where did you buy that mask when the entire video is about where to buy that mask, I'm probably gonna have a snappy comeback. And the second thing, rude comments that have absolutely no constructive criticism whatsoever. If I had a problem with a content creator's video, I wouldn't just say, "This fucking sucks," and then offer absolutely no constructive criticism or input on what I would find better. For example, clearly, I changed my intro. This came with a new logo and a new song. Some people liked it, some people didn't. Some people simply said that they would miss the old one. Other people just told me to change it back and that it fucking sucked, even though I gave a lengthy and proper explanation as to why we were doing so. So on behalf of the House of Masks and all my fans that have got a higher education level than a preschooler, people making comments like this can eat the fattest bag of dicks. Oh, and backbreaker covers? More like brokeback covers. I hope this response didn't come off as too much of an asshole to you. You got me real scared. Reply to this comment like an asshole and you better watch your back. Alright, and on to today's actual video. We are doing a Slipknot unboxing. More like a Slipknot unenveloping, even though this was a $200 mask. Thanks for sending it in this with absolutely no protection. When it showed up, I actually had no idea what it was, so I opened it a little bit, and yep, my expensive mask is just stuffed in a small little envelope here with no protection. Anyways, I was browsing eBay the other day, and I saw this, and I didn't pay full price for it. I saw that it had a make an offer, so I did. And the seller counter-offered, and I went ahead and took it up because it is a very nice mask, and I've actually never had one of these versions in my collection. No. So we'll go ahead and pull it out of here and take a look at what we've got. This is a Paul Gray All Hope Is Gone mask, shipped with great care. I appreciate that, whoever sold me this. And I believe that this is done by Michael Ortega. I cannot remember the name of his company, but he hasn't been in business for a while. But I do have some other masks by him. Some of my Volume 3 and All Hope Is Gone gems are done by him. He was a very impressive artist there for a little bit, but I think that things just got to be too much for him. Maybe he lost interest, and he ended up exiting the game, selling his molds and stuff like that. But I've never had an All Hope Is Gone Paul, and I felt like this would be a good opportunity to get it. So I just went ahead and did so. I would like to start building on my Paul sets. I've got those Iowas by Tyler Reed. Would love to have those finished up this year, as well as some new pig conversions because the two that I have aren't in the greatest shape right now. And then maybe eventually I will have Daniel over at Drop Bear Studios do up some more Volume 3 variants. But yeah, I figured this was a nice start. Maybe it would get me into it. I don't know why I've just never really been interested in Paul's masks, especially after self-titled. I even know that the Iowa masks are cool, and just for the sake of it being Paul, I would love to have the masks, but it's really hard for me to pull the trigger on replica Pauls. I don't know why. It's literally always been that way. But it is what it is. As for this one, this is probably the greatest All Hope Is Gone Paul replica that I've seen, and not just this specific one, but the ones from Michael Ortega. They're just really good. He nailed the sculpt. The finish is super impressive, and it looks like it's going to fit me well. Ah, Ex Cathedra Studios. I would have known that had I given myself some time. But yeah, right there on the inside, Ex Cathedra. And unfortunately, like I said, I don't believe that he makes these anymore. But I didn't want to miss this one, so I'm glad that I was able to work something something out with the seller. Even though they basically mailed it to me as a mask burrito, it looks like nothing has been damaged on the mask, which is great. So yeah, I'm stoked about it. Not a whole lot to say about Paul's I Hope Is Gone mask. Definitely not one of my favorite masks, but it is cool to see this one here in person. I think after you receive certain masks that you might not care too much for, holding them in your hands and everything, you get a new respect and a new appreciation for the mask. And I can definitely see that happening with this one. So hopefully this kicks my ass into gear. I can start knocking out some Paul stuff for the collection. My Paul collection is definitely lacking in comparison to some of the other members. So yeah, I think that's just about it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this guy on a foam head, give you guys a nice up close look at it, and that will be that for today's video. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching. And just to further touch on the suicide prevention thing that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do want to throw it out there that you guys are not alone and there's always someone to talk to. I hope you guys know that I care for each and every single one of you, and I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without you watching these videos. So you've got my respect and my appreciation, and even if you've left a dumb comment and I've given you some sarcastic response, that doesn't mean that I want you to kill yourself. So be good people, be here tomorrow, say no to drugs and alcohol, and until next time, we will see you later.